This afternoon, Governor Noem held a press conference in Yankton to give an update on flooding in southeast South Dakota. Hannah Eckwalt was at that conference and is bringing us continuing coverage tonight.
During Governor Noem's press conference today, the room was filled with officials from Yankton County. Now, during that press conference, Governor Noem said that late last week, state officials were informed of different cresting times for rivers, as well as how high as those rivers were going to be. She was happy to report, though, that everything ended up happening a little bit earlier and sooner than anticipated.
We've mitigated most of the potential damage that is out there, but also we're still continuing to work with people to deal with flooded areas, flooded roads, and people who are lacking getting access to some of the places that they need to get. But
at this time, Governor Noem said the state is working closely with 30 counties, each compiling damages to qualify for FEMA.
We have to have a loss in order to qualify for FEMA of $1.6 million worth of property damage. And once we assess all these damages and accumulate the costs, our Office of Emergency Management accumulates all of that and submits it within 30 days of the event, and then we find out what that reimbursement is.
When it comes to those damages, the governor has her eyes set on McCook Lake as her highest priority, saying it was underestimated how much of a blow they would receive from the floods.
We have whole homes that have fallen into the lake. We've got 100-foot drop-offs from wash-offs. We've got live power lines that are laying across the roads. We've got boats stuck in trees. We've got trees that are uprooted and half falling over, and people are wanting to get back into their homes and they're not listening to us. They're not staying out of the area.
During the press conference, Noem did make a point to thank all law enforcement as well as emergency personnel who've traveled all over the state to southeast South Dakota to help with the floodwaters. She did want to mention that if you find yourself on a road with barricades or evident floodwaters, to turn around and don't drown. Now, if you do find yourself traveling anywhere within southeast South Dakota, make sure to plan ahead and check out sd511.org to check in on all of the road conditions. In Yankton, Hannah Eckwalt, Dakota News Now.